Okay, in this video we're going to be looking at Khorne demon engines.
Scruffy Crow.
Alright, so this is where the collector in me came out. I could not stop until I had one of each of the Khorne demon engines, including the Lord of Battle, which is another one of those models that I really was keen to get. So I built up a collection of these guys just through eBay bids and a kind donation from one of you guys. So let's see where these guys came from.
Okay, so these two pretty badly painted examples are going in my magical pot of acetone, still dirty from my Lord of Battle.
Look at that, the paint's already starting to peel off the white parts. They've only been in there a few seconds.
Okay, another eBay haul arrived. We have brass scorpions, some more cauldrons of blood, and one of these guys. His name escapes me right now. They don't really need stripping because I only had a very light dusting of what looks like to be a white spray, but there is quite a few bits of glue in a lot of the holes. It's going to hinder me putting it back together. Also, I think I can probably do a better job of slotting these guys together. For example here, so they are going to get a dunk in my magic salsa jar, just so they are completely pristine. Just giving these guys a clean up, just thought this was interesting. All of the blood from this cauldron of blood all fell out in one piece. That was kind of cool, looks like a petal. Okay, so another lot that I won on eBay just arrived today, and it's an odd selection of stuff. We've got some more cannons of corn. I now have a vast amount of these. A couple of zinc towers. I'll probably put them back up off eBay. Give me a shout in the comments if you're interested in them. We've got one body for a Death Dealer. Two Death Dealer torsos. And another Khorne Lord of Battle, but with completely different weapons to my first one. And a couple of random scythes off the front of Cauldrons of Blood, which are actually going to come in very handy. So I'm probably going to dump the majority of this in the jar of goo and get it all stripped back. And obviously a lot of this isn't painted, but I want to sort of take these all apart and clean out all the glue and everything out the joints, and then I'll be easy to put it all back together again. This has been a crazy good post day though, because I also got this pile of stuff. And this is from one of you guys. This is from Paul Gibbons. Say hi in the comments, Paul. I am massively grateful for this, and I'm still trying to think of a way what I can do to trade for these. They are looking great, but I do want to strip them and get them back to the bare metal so I can get them to match up with the rest of my stuff. As you can see, there's only one scythe, these Cauldrons of Blood, so it's a good thing I got spares. And one of the ones that I already have is missing one as well, so that's handy. That's worked out really well. With the inclusion of the Master Blaster and obviously the Death Dealer I got earlier, I now have at least one of each of all the Khorne Demon engines, which is amazing. I do have an absolutely epic amount of, I think I now have 12 cannons of Khorne now. But I'll get them all painted up and we'll see how useful that many is in games to come. On top of the Demon engines, Paul also sent me these, that's 2 more units of Chaos Dreadnoughts. Obviously they're not going to go in the goo, they would melt. Also some Eldar and Space Marine Dreadnoughts, which I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with those yet. They're to one side for now.
Okay, so after a couple of weeks of collecting and stripping, I've ended up with this big old pile of lead. So in here, as you may have seen, we have an awful lot of demon engines. So I'm going to arrange all these out now. Here we go with them all organised. Over here we have 6 Cauldrons of Blood. So I actually got quite lucky with these. So one of the lots I bought had 2 spare scythes. which was handy because one of the previous lots of Cauldrons of Blood that I got cheap only had one, and stuff that Paul kindly sent me also only had one. So I now have all the bits. That lot that had the spare of them though was missing the front panel off my second Khorne Lord of Battle. But I'd already been planning to try and work out a way to cast a new front scythe. Obviously this needs a lot of cleaning up, but I don't need it now anyway. So I just extended that out, and this was just using my Instamold molds. And we've got a couple of attempts here. Neither have come out perfect, so I'll keep going with this, I think, until I get one that comes out perfectly. This Khorne Lord of Battle is going to get his own video, which I've already started, of how I got him to this stage, and then it'll be how I paint him, and he'll be joined in that video by this newer one. We've also got two of these ones, which I can't remember the name of, and only one Doom Blaster so far. So I want a couple more of those maybe. What I really would like to do, I know you don't have to field them in sets of 3, but I would really like to have these all fielded in sets of 3. For instance, this guy's more of a transporter, isn't he? So I don't really know what you can be transporting. But I would love to see him in a set of 3, 2 buddies. Weirdly, I've got one random torso for them, but not else. But not anything else. Say I've only got one Tower of Skulls at the moment, and we do have 3 of the Brass Scorpions, which is definitely one of the cooler ones. One thing I had forgot to mention is on top of all these demon engines, and obviously the Lords of Battle there, I do have a ridiculous amount of Cannons of Khorne. I don't know how many will be useful in a game, so I've still not played it. But almost every auction, and I bought some initially, some more have arrived, has had some Cannons of Khorne in it. So that is 12 of the things now. It certainly helps me bulk out my army though, so just to get the points up, to get some first games in, they're going to be worthwhile. No construction here, these are just one piece models, but they have required a bit of cleanup on some of the ones I've already had, so I'll go around and clean the rest of these up as well to match. And I've left these on the 20mm bases. I think they look quite cool on those. Okay, so we've got a bit of an update. I have undercoated these guys, so this is a grey with a white dusting, because I'm going to paint these the same way as I painted my other vehicles, using the red contrast paint and a dry brush mostly, and then I will pick out all the lovely little details. So I've split these into groups of 3, so the way I'll be fielding them, at least initially. So 3 cauldrons, 3 scorpions, and then 4 groups of 3 cannons, possibly far too many. I have 2 more of these on the way, but I don't know when they'll get here. But they'll be in time for their own video. And I also got this lot delivered recently. So I bought this one really cheap because he was missing a horn. And I also got 2 more, and I didn't realise until I got here that one of these was missing a horn too. I don't know how these horns have... It's clearly a weak spot, but I don't know how they come off so easily. But I did have a extra horny guy, so that'll make up 2 full sets. But all of this will go in the goo anyway, and I'll clean all the glue and everything, all the paint off. And then I'll put the spare one to a side, and I'll have a set of 3 of these Death Dealers to do a whole video on. I'll also be doing a video, if you've not already seen it, on the Lords of Battle. If I haven't already made that, I'll be making a video on putting these guys together, getting some paint on them, and then I'll also do a video on these 3 as a unit. So these can all join the same video, which is the Doom Blaster and the ones I always forget the name of. Once all of that is painted, which shouldn't take too long, that's the beauty of these epic sculpts. They're quite detailed. You need to put quite a good little detail paint job in, but they still don't take forever. But once this lot's painted, along with some bits and bobs extra that I'm working on that aren't going to get a video, that's it. That is my epic army complete. So this is sort of I've left the best till last, I feel. Their own individual videos will include the construction and cleanup that I filmed for this video, but then left out, so that will be in each of their own videos. So as I said, I'm going to leave this video here. Please subscribe if you want to see me finish off these various units. If there's anything specific you want to see me cover when I talk about these, stick it down in the comment and let me know. And as ever, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.